I don't think the clap was necessary, was it? I don't know why I did that. Good evening, folks. We're on. We are still a minute or so out, so happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Here we are again.
Please introduce yourselves if you haven't already, like a lot of you have not. Let's say hi to Joyce and Danny are in the house.
8 weeks till Boquete.
Erica, Winnipeg, Manitoba. I swear to God, that is close this time. Yeah. Winnipeg. I'm from Regina, Erica, so I can relate. Winter is coming there, so you need to move to Panama before that happens. Colorado. Hey, Michael. Ruth and Harvey.
Does winter arrive in August in Canada?
No, September. Okay.
Oh, wow. Oof.
Carter from Las Tablas. I know, Carter, you got to start putting in your town first, then call them Las Tablas, because I can't remember where you're from because I keep seeing Las Tablas. Hey, Stuart, Laura, Mark and Laurie from Ontario. Hey, guys, how are you? Carl, Dallas, in hopes of Boquete. Well, let's talk about Boquete tonight, Carl.
Ellen in Boquete, we have a gorgeous rainbow in pink sky. We just saw that rainbow too.
It's ridiculous. It is like sunset here.
The sun is down, but there's a huge rainbow.
It's a giant rainbow. I don't know. I've never seen that before.
That was cool.
Yeah. If you guys all want to step into my front sunroom, I'll show you. Okay. James. Hey, James. Douglas. Zuma, how are you? We talked earlier. Box of Memory Travels. Greg and Donna, how are you, folks?
Welcome to our YouTubers.
Oh, yes, our YouTubers. Ellen Mayer. How are you, Ellen? Ellen and Mark.
Greg and Donna.
We got YouTubers and Facebookers. And
there we go. Carter said Bayano Las Tablas.
Bayano. Right. Bayano? Oh, wait, where is that pronunciation? With a V or a B?
The B in Spanish is a soft B.
Yeah. Okay. We're getting started in less than 1 minute. Let's say 30 seconds. How's that mean?
Perfect.
I'm going to prepare it. They've changed my menu now. So I don't know what to do. How do I?
Share screen.
Okay. It's not that button.
What are you looking for?
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Just preparing the entry. Okay. All right. Are we missing anyone? Is Oscar coming? Oscar, are you in the back? Oh, no. Oscar's on tour.
Yeah, he's doing a private tour of the Pacific beaches this week.
Yes.
So I know some of you guys have been asking for the group version of that, but you know, we got a lot going on
next year.
So.
You never know. Yeah, we do our Cherokee Highlands tour. It's just become so popular. Our January one's already sold out, guys. And we have 2 spots left on the October one.
Yeah.
And we can take one more on the August one. We just had a recent cancellation.
Yeah, one room. So single or couple in August is available. We're 1 month out. So if you want to jump on our August Highlands tour, now's your chance.
That's our 3-day tour. And it's I know we're starting the Q&A. We're still waiting. People are just piling in here. But it's the best value and relocation in this country. Like really, for $1,295 for a single, 18 for a couple. It includes 4 nights accommodation, most of your meals, airport pickups, everything. It's just
plus the whole Panama Total Access.
Plus you get the Panama Total Access Platinum, which is $1,000 by itself.
Yeah.
And the bonus is you get to see the 3 of us for 3 days too, because we live here.
Yeah. Yeah. If you know you want to be in the Highlands, it's the best option. And then we'll help you if you want to go explore other areas in the country. We're happy to make recommendations.
Boquete, Volcan, Palmyra, Dolega. David's not in the Highlands, but we include it in the tour because having a major city is essential. virtually every single thing you can do in Panama City, you can get in Debbie. So
yeah, and we'll show you the closest beach to the area too, because within an hour, less than an hour and a half, you can be at all the Pacific beaches from Boquete to there or Volcan to there, and you can go for a day or a weekend and enjoy the beach.
Okay, so tonight we are. That's the wrong screen. Tonight we are a general Q&A. You can ask any single question you want to ask about Panama, and we are going to answer it for you.
Yeah.
So first, we're going to introduce ourselves as quick as possible and what we do, and then we're going to. So at any time, let's stop introductions in the chat and questions only in the chat from this point forward.
A lot of questions, maybe even about last week's Q&A, because we got into so much good info.
Yeah, last week's Q&A was amazing. For those of you who haven't seen it, get back to the YouTube channel. And we covered over an hour and a half of healthcare stuff in Panama with some most incredible experts that we've ever had on our team. So it was really great.
Really info packed. And if you have follow-up questions, we're happy to get that to them tonight.
Okay, we should probably introduce ourselves now.
Yeah.
Let's introduce ourselves.
There we are. I'm Megan. I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm our operations director and have lived here now in Panama for 7 years. I originally came with the Peace Corps and then met my husband, Oscar, who you see on the screen there. So he leads a lot of the tours, and, I've lived all over the country in really rural, small towns, and now live in Boquete most of the time, but also used to do a lot of the tours to all of the big expat communities. So gotten to know a lot about the country, the culture, the expats here, and I absolutely love living here and helping people move here. If you come on tour with us, either our 7-day cross country, our 3-day highlands, or if you get a Panama Total Access Pass, which includes all of our contacts throughout the country, an amazing informative book, and one-on-one calls with us, then you will be working with me through any of those, as well as the rest of the team, Rod and Oscar. And we're going to help get you moved here, make sure you can learn everything you need to learn about Panama, make sure it's the place for you, and then make sure your move is going to be really easy, fun, and stress-free, ideally.
Stress-free. We like that, don't we? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My name is Rod. I am from Vancouver, Canada, and I moved here in 2011. So that's a lot of years ago. I can almost start saying 14 now because 2011, right. yeah, coming up October 2011. So almost 14 years ago. I've never looked back. And it's amazing. I met Oscar in my 3rd month here when things were not going that well. I knew nothing. I did not know anyone in Panama. I was meeting people online and in bars. Sorry, there was that David bar. There was a Canadian that owned it right by the park. They were giving me advice, and I was in trouble. I owned a vehicle that wasn't in my name. I had a lawyer wanting a $40,000 retainer. I thought all of this was normal, but something went wrong. And I met Oscar I moved here in November. I met Oscar at the end of January, and he saved my butt. He's already been here working 2 years in Panama, helping expats move to Panama, or helping expats once they get here fix all the problems they had. Within a year, Oscar and I were best friends, business partners, and we had an actual physical business on the street that we did tours, waterfalls, hikes, horseback riding, that whole thing around Boquete. But what we found was almost every day, an expat would walk in and start asking questions. How do we get our driver's license? How do we buy a car? I want to lease a place, but my lease is in Spanish. What do I do? Constant questions. Who's the best immigration attorney in town? So we started helping these people. And then we looked at it after a couple of years and said, all we're doing is putting out fires. Why don't we teach people how to do it right? By 2018, we had the foundation set to launch this company, which was started as a small group tour company with maximum 8 to 12 people that we would show the country and help them move here. We have since expanded that. We're now 12 to 15 people. So we're a little bit bigger vehicle, but we're still not a bus. So we go to some places the buses can't go to. We provide the support. You'll meet all the owners, the 3 owners on the tour. You'll work with us. We have a private driver, so you have our attention 100% during the tour. So it's just, and then we've recently launched our online version, which is in case you don't want a tour or can't get on one of our tours because they just happen to be sold out or the wrong dates for you. So we launched our Panama Total Access Pass. So that is what we do. That is who we are. We do Q&As every single Thursday. Now, for those of you, I just wanted to bring this to your attention. Megan and I talked about the Cherokee Highlands tour. We are very, very low on spots on this. We're already sold out for January, so if you're thinking about taking that this year, you probably want to book that. And then our 7-day tours, it's the kind of like the same thing is happening. Singles, we have a spot for you in September and October, and after that, we have couples. We have a spot for a couple in November and 2 spots for a couple in December. So if you guys really want to come on one of our tours, now is the time. I don't know why there we go. And then our access pass is what I mentioned, is you get a complete members area guide with every contact that we use and that we have used for the last 15 years.
And constantly vetting new ones as
we're
well.
Constantly bringing new ones in and adding things to our members area. You get the book, and yes, it is a 460 80 now, by the way, the version 2 page book, and with everything you ever want to know about Panama. It's a hardcover, and a lot of people say, "Oh, you get the book." No, you get the book, like not the. I think that was my phone that hit the garbage. Another phone, and you get Oscar, Megan, and myself, and we'll do Zoom calls with you. We have priority email access, everything to help you move here. We'll help you find a rental. We'll help you get your health insurance, the right immigration lawyer. So that, folks, is what we do. I'm going to put our link. Why we go into this extensive? Because we always see new people on here, and a lot of this stuff is shared on Facebook. And I've seen the post. Who are you guys? How do we contact you?
Yeah.
Because they just don't know us. Okay. Oh, by the way, yes, we're going to start answering questions. Type them in, folks. Q&As. We have a new Q&A lineup. So I just wanted to show it to you. Next week, there'll be the 3 of us doing a general Q&A. The week after, I'm going to be doing August 7th, the Thursday. I'm going to be doing the Canadian-only Q&A. Yes, you U.S. folks can sneak in, but we might ask you that. Might kind of ask you what a poutine or a double is. And if you can't answer, we'll boot you. Just kidding. And then the week after, we're doing a pet relocation Q&A where I'll show you every step you need to do to get your pets here. And then we're back to the general Q&As again. I don't know why it's not showing, but yeah. Okay. So that is our next month of Q&As. They're on our site. I just posted the link. You can just if you hit the subscribe button right here, all that does is adds it to your Outlook or your Gmail calendar without giving us your name, email, anything like that. And then you can always just log in there and go to your calendar and unsubscribe it. And it just puts all our Q&As on your calendar and sends you a reminder about them. Okay.
You can also go to our YouTube channel. It's at Retire in Panama. And you can find all of our replays on our YouTube.
That would be YouTube at retire. YouTube.com at Retire in Panama.
At Retire.
Okay. Let's dig into these questions.
Let's do it.
Okay. This one.
Hello, everyone. We got so many.
I know there's so many people.
from all
I'm
over.
still getting.
Amazing.
Okay. First question from Zoma. How are you, Zoma?
I'm a U.S. citizen. Was told that I can go to Panama with no visa and stay for 6 months. That is correct.
But really add it up. I don't know why they do this, but it's 180 days.
Yeah.
So don't stay over, or you're going to go to the airport to fly out. And they'll say you're 1 day over, and you have to go in a silly line into a dark room, padded cell, and pay your $50 fine. You don't want that hassle. So make sure it's 180 days or less that you stay.
Yeah. Yeah, you will have to pay a fine, and nobody likes to be slowed down on a travel day.
Okay, the next question is a very important one. It says, Mom loves you.
Hi, Mom.
There we go.
Love you too.
Oh. Okay, best way to get a phone working in Panama right off the plane. Well, Wes, right off the plane, the first time, just in the airport, right when you come out of customs, if you turn, make a left, and you'll see that nice pretty girls there at the booth. They'll charge you $20 or 15 or $20 to put a SIM card in your phone and give you data. Next time it only costs you $5. But they're very friendly. They usually speak some English, and they'll show you how to do it the first time, which is key, because to do it, everything is in Spanish on the phone companies here. So when you add a SIM card, the instructions are in Spanish. Yes, you can hold your phone over it and take a picture to translate it. But yeah, it's actually fairly simple.
It's actually in the
best way to do
the corridor where the gates are. There are some booths there. There's also outside of customs. There's another booth that will say SIMs. And Airlo is another option if you want to go the eSIM route.
Yeah. If your phone takes eSIM, then you can go to Airlo, AIRELO, and you can buy an eSIM for Central America before you even leave. Just do it a couple of days before, and then when you land, turn your eSIM on. It'll say "Welcome to Panama," and they're like $30 a month. Like we've used them before for some backup data stuff here, and I got an Airlo. I got a device, a little Wi-Fi eSIM device that I use Airlo on for a backup in case of emergency.
And Wes, best thing, once you move to Panama and you get a Panamanian phone plan, if it's over $27 a month, which is unlimited roaming, you will have free roaming throughout the Americas.
Yes.
So when you travel in the Americas, you don't have to worry about switching SIMs anymore.
I think I'm going to focus this Q&A a little bit on pricing. Get that, guys. $27, $28 a month for unlimited data with unlimited roaming in two continents. Yeah. It's insane how much you can save living here. Yeah. I know most U.S. cell plans, that would be I know most of our guests that come here are paying $70 is the average that seems to be for their cell phone plan. And then they throw another $30 on for roaming every month, or $10 a day.
Yeah.
Like $10 a day is what Bill.
Verizon is $10 or $15 a day. It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's unlimited roaming for $28 a month in the Americas, folks, with both our companies.
I have better service sometimes than my parents' signal in Pennsylvania when I'm visiting.
Ruth and Harvey, former tour guests of ours, soon to be. We can't wait to help you move here. 3-part question. Megan, take the first one.
Yeah, is there senior care available in Panama? There is. It's a little bit more limited because the Panamanian culture is more about taking care of their own, and sometimes it's 3-4 generations living in a home, in a family home together, and they take care of each other. But there are options, especially in Panama City. There's a few options here in Chiriquí and in the interior of the country. And way more affordable. Another option that a lot of people do is in-home care, just a full-time nurse care or housekeeper / caretaker. And I mean, a nurse could start around $800 a month for full-time. So it's way more affordable here than it is in North America.
The most affordable way is get some really cool best friends. So when you're 90, you go live with them. But Oscar and I were talking about this yesterday because that was my plan. But I realized when I'm in my 90s, Oscar's going to be almost 80. So that's not going to work. I got to talk to Phoenix. I got to go live with him. So, so.
Yeah. But
Okay.
I mean, and even in like a home or assisted living might be around $1,500 a month for a really good one.
Yeah.
So.
Here in Bocchetti, the Bocchetti home care starts at $1,200 for a single room. Mm-hmm. Okay, next question, Ruth and Harvey's. Can we get renter's insurance? Yes, you can. I have it myself. Now, it's a little bit expensive. It's $52.50 for up to $10,000 coverage per year. Yep.
That's
so it. I have $20,000 coverage because this is a public channel. I'm not going to tell people what I have, but I just have, I got an expensive couch. That's it.
Well, you have
and
a lot of
so I pay $104.
Yeah,
I pay $104 a year for my renter's insurance. And the last question, I'm going to list you banks. Write them down. You hear this once. Now, I'm only telling you these 4 banks, which are in our members area. Ruth and Harvey, you guys should have access to this. Multibank, Banco General, Global Bank, and BAC Credit Medical. Now, why? There are 97 banks in Panama. Why? Well, in our combined 30 years history, Megan, Oscar, and I, these are the best banks for expats that we found for expats to deal with. And we all have somebody at that level of the bank that we can call if there's a problem. So that's who we recommend. They're good banks. There's other good banks too.
But they have pretty solid customer service, and some of the other ones definitely do not.
Yeah, both Multibank and BAC have complete 100% English online banking. And what I mean by that, it's not done with Google Translate, which you don't want to do when you're banking anyways, because it takes a level of security out of your banking. So, yeah. There we go. James M. Tell me how living there full-time is different than part-time. Do you still get many of the same benefits? Are there many part-timers?
So there are a few tricky things. If you are not getting your residency as a part-timer, you can stay for up to 180 days, but you can only drive on a foreign driver's license for up to 90 days.
Exactly.
Also, if you're staying on a tourist visa, you cannot open a bank account legally, which can make it hard to do transactions like paying your rent. You also cannot get health insurance, Panama health insurance, based out of Panama. It could be international health insurance, but a plan based out of Panama if you're here for under 180 days and don't have residency. So if you have residency and you're here part-time, I don't think there's really any cons. It's the one thing that we have part-timers have a hard time with is if you have assets here, like who's taking care of that while you're gone, like a car.
And it's hard to bank here if you're a part-timer and don't have residency.
Because you don't
It's hard to access cash if you don't have a bank account.
Yeah. But if you get your residency,
if you get your
part-time, then it's just, you don't want like your assets to sit because it's a very humid environment. So you want somebody taking care of your car or house or whatever you have here.
Louisa, how are you? Who do you recommend for homeowners? Well, we only have one broker that we personally deal with cross country. We can connect you to her. Please use the link in the chat of our website. You can click right on there. You'll see other or more. There's a place to fill in for insurance or just use the contact us form. And we'll be happy to connect you to one of the largest brokerage firms in the country. Okay. Ted, are there public beaches in Panama City that have sand beaches and not large rocks? There's no beaches in Panama City.
A couple,
Well,
like they made that
across the canal.
Well, they have they do have some small sand beaches. It just depends on the tide.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's going to be rocky if it's way out, but people don't typically like hang out on the beach in Panama City because there's a garbage issue. You have just a lot of pollution issue, right? All surrounding the Panama City. I mean, the canal is right there. So most people will go outside of the city to enjoy some beach time, whether it's the islands, like the Pearl Islands or Tobago Island.
Yeah, you can hit the islands. That's Panama City.
Yeah. And
45 minute to 2 hour ferry ride, depending which one you go to.
Yeah, even faster to Tobago. And that's Tobago would be the closest, or like Playa Bonita, which is just outside the city. And then a lot of people also go to like the Gorgona Coronado area or Playa Blanca.
Yeah. Panama City itself is kind of built on a mud flats. If you look at the history way back, and you can go to the old fort and read about it there, Fort Panama, what's it called? The Panama Old Town, like the old fort. Well, just Panama Viejo.
Yeah.
Is it was built there for a reason, to protect it from pirates. It's built on mud flats. So when the tide is low, it's several miles you can walk out. And the tide never comes back all the way, so it doesn't really have
see the clamors out there.
Beach. But if you go just across the canal, you got beach, or like Megan said, the islands around there are great beaches.
Beautiful. All the islands in the Pacific side are gorgeous, just as nice as any Caribbean island.
I own an electric car. Is there any, wait for it, infrastructure for electric cars? Little.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are lots of charging stations all over the country, but it is a new thing here. So we just worry about maintenance, parts, and yeah.
If you want to drive from, let's say, Boquete David to Panama City in your electric car, that is a 400 kilometers. Now, if you don't have that range and you got to stop, we don't have quick chargers yet. So you're going to have to stop in Santiago, McDonald's, and a few other places have chargers. Hopefully the power is not out, and charge for a couple hours, and then you'll be able to make it. So we don't have the U.S. or Canadian infrastructure that you might be used to. And just, I can't imagine, if your car is not sold here, no one's going to know how to work on it.
Yeah, other than if you would just have to go to the dealership, because normal mechanics here won't know.
Yeah, it might not even be for sale here. That's the thing. If it's a specific electric Chevy that's never been sold in Panama, which a lot of them haven't been, then you're going to be in trouble. So you got to do that research for sure.
James, do part-timers buy a place and then rent it out when they're not there? It's really by preference. Some they have a rental, they get a new rental every year, or they find a rental that they love and they just are able to reserve it for that time every single year. You will get a little bit higher rate if you're only doing like high season, like your North American winters down here. And then also the problem is renting a car. If you want a car while you're here, could get pricey. If you're going to rent for a few months every year. But some people buy, and they just have property managers here rent it out like a vacation home when they're not here. So it's really a personal preference.
And there's also some great property developments on the condo side that you can buy here that have management built right in.
Yeah.
Both in the beaches area and Boquete area.
And Panama City.
And Panama, that for a 15% fee when you're not, like, you can block out your dates, but when you're gone, for a 15% fee of the rental, they will rent it for you. So there's lots of that going on, and people are looking at that stuff. And it starts from the twos all the way up to the fours and 500,000s. But there is some starting prices as low as as far to 200 or 198, I think it is.
Yeah.
For here in Boquete and in Panama City, for 1 bedrooms, and they will Airbnb it when you're gone. They will long-term rent it, whatever they can get for it, and they take a management fee, and that management is built right into the place.
Yeah, if you're interested in some of those, you can reach out to us because we will only really recommend like the top reliable developers in the country that are doing that with a great track record because
there's too many fly-by-nighters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ellen, when you arrive in Panama, where should we get SIM card? Well, we talked about the airport or any corner store. Like basically any corner store would sell a SIM card. I'm just going to go with Tigo.
Yeah.
Because, Tigo, Tigo. So you go to the corner store, if they don't know English, Tigo SIM and Tarjeta Cinco Balboa. And a $5 card, that'll get you started. You're good for a week. That'll cost you $7.
Yeah, unless you're moving and you need to get a monthly plan, then you just look for the Tigo store.
Then you got to find an actual dealer. Like Tigo and Mass Mobile are the only two companies that's not dealer. Yeah, Tigo dealer in the back alley behind that. No, just kidding. But any corner store sells the SIM cards and the recharge cards.
If you're kind of like any pharmacy, grocery store, corner store.
But once you move, you want to find the Tigo or Mass Mobile office near you. I always tell people wait until you've moved there to make sure you got which one has the best data. They don't share towers here. Surprisingly, they don't. I don't know why. Because the antenna is only a little thing on a tower. They should build towers together and put both their antennas up. Because in some locations, even in Boquete, you could be in some location up in the mountain that has no Tigo service, but has full Mass Mobile. So
check out this comment. Looking forward to one of your tours, probably next year. My neighbor Pippa turned me onto your site.
Pippa!
We miss her.
We miss her so much.
Can she come with you?
Bring her along, please.
Please.
Well, she was just here in April. She spent a month there. We hung out a lot. So
I have to reach out. Actually, Oscar and I are coming to Seattle in 2 weeks for my brother's wedding. So maybe we'll see you guys.
Okay. Do you need any vaccines?
No.
There are no vaccines needed required. The CDC and all these health people recommend certain things, but if you look, they recommend those for every country. I am an avid of the Twinrix. I had a cousin that got hepatitis C just from food and sick for years. So I'm an avid of the hep vaccine thing every 10 years. And there is certainly more street food here than you might be used to, but certainly not more than, New Orleans and St. Louis and, some, street cities like that. We're not dirtier here, but there is, whenever you get more of that type of food, you might want to be worried about hepatitis, but you're not worried about disease from jungles and stuff like that.
I've never heard of anyone getting it, but I think most people have those vaccinations.
Yeah.
But no, and unless
I'm
you're
sure
really,
you do, because you must have had to have.
We had to have all those in the Peace Corps, yeah.
But Megan lived right in the Camarca, where the people were they getting vaccinated against malaria or yellow fever?
Well, malaria's
a
pill.
Yeah.
So nobody had to take that. They wouldn't put us in any malaria areas here, which are very few.
Yeah.
And then we did all have to get yellow fever, but I think that's just a Peace Corps mandate worldwide.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, actually, when I came here, we needed yellow fever, so.
Yeah, so it could have been
just.
But no, it's very, very few. Actually, I had somebody write me today about a Zika concern because apparently that's on the U.S. cautions for coming to Panama.
Yeah.
Zika.
Oh, Zika, yeah.
And so one of our tour guests' daughter doesn't want to come because she's pregnant. So I looked into it because I'm like, I've never heard of anybody having Zika here. And there's only been 2 cases last year and 2 this year.
2 out of 4. Well, that's 1 in 2 million. Megan, explain the logistics of our 3-day tour, how it works. Explain arrival date, departure date, and how they got to fly in and how we can help them with their arrangements if it's complicated.
Yes. So you do need to fly into David. You'll fly into Panama City first, and then you can connect to David via Copa, which is out of the international airport. They have morning and afternoon flights. Or Air Panama, which is out of the domestic Albrook Airport, and that's another 2 or 3 flight options for you. Sometimes on Sundays, they have even 3 options with each airline. So we will pick you up any time of the day on Sunday. If it's rainy season, we'll recommend you take a morning flight because sometimes there's afternoon storms. And then we'll get you checked in at our Boquete Hotel on Sunday afternoon. And Monday kicks off the tour. We go to David, we go down to Playa Barqueta, we see the closest beach, the capital, pointing out all of the main offices for immigration, driver's license, big box shopping, meet some expats down there, see some housing stuff, and then see a bunch of communities on the way back up to Boquete, so like suburbs of David and Boquete. And then Tuesday, we spend the whole day in Boquete. We go to the Tuesday market, see all of the expats, activities, local vendors, show you some Boquete housing options. We have a meeting with all of our experts in Boquete and dig really deep into all of the relocation themes. And then on Wednesday, we go over to Volcan and Cerro Punta and Paso Ancho. You'll see the highest of the highlands over there, get to meet expats, again, see housing, and see all the best of living over there. And then Wednesday evening, we have a big farewell dinner with tons of expats from Boquete. It's really fun. And then Thursday morning, we have breakfast and take you to the David airport for those who are flying out. That transport is included. And for those who are staying on, which is usually a lot since it's only a 3-day tour, we can also help you plan all of your after stay or before stay, and any recommendations or connections you need, I'll help you with that.
Perfect. So, like I said, there's an error in the website, folks. January is sold out. But yeah.
But August and October, we have a few spots left.
Yeah, 2 spots in August and 2 spots in October. So come on. Like this year, we sold out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Cherokee Highlands tours, and we only do them once every 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
It's just we just happen to have an excessive amount of people wanting it last February. We did 2 back-to-back. Mm-hmm. Great. Great questions, guys. Oh, by the way, many of these people on this phone, and I get this all this time talking to people, they've never heard of Copa Airlines. Copa Airlines is the largest airlines in Latin America. It trades on the New York Stock Exchange. It's probably the size of, I was going to say Spirit, but that's kind of no more. It has like 90 craft, flies to 60 different countries. So it's a fairly large airline, but they have 15 daily flights in and out of the U.S., guys. So check them out, see if they service near you.
They're the best. And they're in Star Alliance with United Airlines.
And why we love them so much is since their
they
only
serve you
flight
a meal
is
on a 2-hour flight.
Yeah, besides the meal, they fly back and forth on the same craft. There's no intermediate business happening, so there's seldom delays. United, American, Delta, oh my God, we find people with delays all the time. Has there ever been a Copa delay? No, because that plane flies back and forth. That's all it does. It flies to the U.S. the next day. It flies back and flies to Panama. So there's no intermediate stuff. There's no domestic stuff happening on it. So again, it's Orlando, Miami, Tampa, New York, Chicago, Detroit,
Vegas, San
Raleigh,
Diego.
Austin, Vegas, San Diego. San Diego's new, LA, Denver, and I missed 2 or 3. So check
Toronto.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Toronto, Montreal, and many times since the best flight to David is also like if you take the New York, LA, Denver, all those flights, you can get all the way to David same day. It's just a 2-3 hour layover. Mm-hmm. Okay. Coming to Canada, if I decide to move to Panama, would you help me find a rental for peace of mind? Hey, Erica, if you're on our tour or part of our Panama Total Access Pass, That is our job. That is what we promise in our writing and our websites and to do. We're going to do everything we can to help you find that rental. So you will meet rentals people.
Yeah. We're not real estate rentals people, but we are going to connect you with the best of the best in the country. And if for some reason you're still having a hard time or need us to really jump in and support, we're happy to do that.
Yeah, we do that all the time. So if you see here, if you come on our tour or buy our Panama Total Access Pass, you're going to see a members area thing on our website. And you're going to scroll down. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. So you're going to fill in this simple little form. And no matter where you are, so it's going to tell you what area you're looking for, anywhere across Panama. What is your budget? And we have a team of rentals experts across this country and ourselves that we get involved and start showing you stuff.
Yeah.
And start sending.
We even added like some new ones recently too, some smaller towns, because we've been really digging and vetting and trying to find the people that are going to work best for you guys.
And our reputation is number one to us, guys. Check us out, TripAdvisor. Our reputation, Google reviews is number one. We're not going to steer you wrong. So that's why. And remember, guys, the Panama Total Access Pass starts at $497. I don't think there's anyone
for that kind of support
that's not going to save that much money.
Yeah, you'll save more than that if you buy it. That's for sure. And a lot of peace of mind.
Hey, Wes, are interest rates good in Panama banks? Interest rates in banks just for regular savings can be between 1% and 3%, 4% on some products. But for certified deposits, 1, 2, 3 to 5 year deposits can be anywhere between 4% and 6%, like on a 5%. Many people that go for the Friendly Nations visa, we've had many clients that have, and they decide to put $200,000 in a certified deposit, they're earning 5% interest. And that's $800 a month that they get, because the way certified deposits work, they don't add to the total. The interest comes out every month. So when you cash it in, you cash in your principal amount. So up to $800 a month, you can get on a $200,000 CD. Okay.
Yadi, hello. I left Panama 49 years ago and always wanted to go back. We have a lot of guests like you. If you can send me a realtor to first rent a bedroom apartment outside of Panama, after a year, I think about buying a home.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, first, like a few things. Most real estate agents, many real estates in Panama, don't get involved in rentals. Like, we try to find rentals experts, rentals agents.
Yeah.
Per se. Some might sell real estate too, but you want to find someone that deals with all the real estate agents that don't want to deal with rentals. They want to sell a house. They want to go for the big commission. So we have many people that they give the rentals agents all the all the leads.
And because we're going to tell people rent first, make sure you love it. So we like to send it to a rentals agent first, and then typically those rentals agents will work as your buyer's agent as well. Yeah,
the 80 like our guests. Like, we actually have a small list of people we help, and that's what we built this business on. We do one cross-country tour per month and one Cherokee Highlands tour half a month, and we sell 10 Panama Access Passes a month. So the three of us have the time. For those of you who just joined, that's Oscar over there. No, Oscar's on tour. I keep saying the three of us, and there's only two of us here. So I don't want people to think I'm crazy. So for our guests, that we have a priority list for them. So if something, let's say something, we have a 10th floor, 2-bedroom apartment just came available in Coronado for 11. Guess what? Our guests, people who are tour guests and Panama Access Pass, they get the choice of that unit first. Then if they say no, then we'll put it out to the general public. So there's nothing wrong with you emailing us and asking us if we have anything, but definitely take a look at our product and see if we can help you out that way. Mm-hmm.
Mary, planning out a trip to Panama in the future. Husband has several medications he takes daily, including insulin. What advice would you give to prepare to go through customs into and out of Panama?
Yeah.
No,
bring it in the bottle with your name on it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter as long as you're not bringing 100 pills of something or 1,000 pills of something, I should say. But it's just your regular medications. Customs is no issues whatsoever if you have the bottle or the prescription with your name on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for your doses for the amount of time that you're planning to stay.
They say don't bring more than 3 months supply, but I know people here that come for 6 months that I've always brought in 6 months supply. So
yeah, if you can show that your flight ticket back is in 6 months, then they'll understand that.
Next question, I'm going to bring something up.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of prescriptions, will pharmacies refill my US RX or will I need to see a local MD? Yeah, they will not accept
Absolutely
a
not.
US script in Panama. It has to be from a Panamanian doctor.
But there are only 3 things you need prescriptions for in Panama. One is painkillers, oxy, whatever. Yeah, all that stuff. One is psychotrops, and the other is antibiotics. Nothing else needs a prescription. And for those of you, I'm going to give you a little tip. Write this down. Mark this.
Copy it in the chat.
I'm going to put it in the chat. Many of you want to know what your drugs cost in Panama. You're about to find out. Boom. Okay, pharmavalue.com. Let's see what I've searched for. People ask me, you notice I have the drugs here. I don't take any drugs, but let's say this is the Spanish spelling. Sometimes it's best to look for the Spanish spelling. So type in the generic name of your drug into Google Translate and find the Spanish spelling. Now, many of you recognize this. Yes, this is Levonex Larina. This is a U.S. brand. So for thyroid problems. So here you can buy 50 tablets for $20. This is of the 1112 mcg. So this just gives you an idea. This site here, you can search for all your medicines. You got to watch. I know it says 10 cents. Often medicine in Panama is sold by the pill.
And you can see there, it says one
right
of
there.
50.
Yeah. So if you want 50, you're going to pay $5. But let's say you only want one of this, you can buy one. And they'll give you a little plastic cup with water to swallow your pill. I've seen that all the time. You'll see people with blood pressure do that. So, my blood pressure is a bit high today. So there we go. 2 milligram for thyroid is 50 tablets is $31. So this kind of gives you an idea. I don't even know. These are just medicines I typed in for other people. Propylando, I don't know what that is, but they have it. So yeah. So that's it. PharmaValley.com. You can find out everything you need to know about medicines here. Non-scheduled drugs. Not sure what you have. What you mean? Do you mind, Carrie? Just
Carl.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was Kari. Okay. Hey, Carl, can you just rephrase that for me? Thank you. I've been away from the U.S. and North America too long to know what a non-scheduled drug is. Yes, Jennifer, we have the 7-day tour, but there is only 2 spots left. Get to the website. Go to
for tour openings in October.
Well, I don't know if you're looking for the 7-day or the 3-day, so just go to the site I'm putting in now, Jennifer. This has both. If you scroll down, you'll see the 7-day tour and the 3-day tour. And there's very limited. Okay.
A friend asked if I was aware of a homeless panhandler issue in Boquete and or Coronado areas. Please enlighten. No, I mean, no. I mean, especially in comparison to North America, there's very few homeless in Panama.
Yeah. Are there panhandlers? There are some, yes, but they're not homeless. They're not like here in Boquete. She mentioned Panama City. There could be some homeless people,
but as far as like people begging for money or handouts, like compared to other tourist countries, it's extremely few.
Extremely rare. You see a lot of buskers. A lot. You can't go to David through an intersection without someone trying to wash your windows, sell you bananas, or sell you. But I
juggle something.
It's like a grocery store for me. I'm buying my bananas. I'm getting a new air freshener from the guy on the other side of my car.
But yeah, typically they're selling something. They're typically selling something. So I mean,
but they're not.
They're trying to make it happen, right? Eric, what banks would you recommend in David? Having a tough time with communication with multi-bank.
That is really interesting. You're having a hard time communicating with multi-bank. Multi-bank David has several English staff. Is it a language communication? I'm a personal, like I know that the manager of multi-bank David very well. Eric, if you would like to send an email, like go to our site, hit the contact. I will connect you directly to her. I don't have any issues with multi-bank and David. They're one of my favorite banks. Another great one is BAC, B-A-C. BAC. They're called BAC Credit Medical, but that's just way too long, so I just call them BAC.
In general,
and Banco General. What's that?
Things I think can just be slower here, and maybe some people take that as an issue. And it's definitely nothing like the banking experience in North America. No. But that's just
if you're not getting replies to email, Eric, welcome to the club.
Yeah.
There's not a bank in this country that's going to reply to your email. Just deal with it. If you are
go in person
not here yet,
and get it done.
Exactly. You're going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to get a hold of them. You're going to have to look at their emails to you to see if they have a 8-digit phone number in their signature. Then that is a cell number, and you can WhatsApp them, and they'll probably answer you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want it solved with multi-bank, Eric, I would be happy to send that email to the manager and CC you on it to see if we can get something solved there.
Natasha's coming to Panama as a digital nomad to see if it's a good fit for my plans to retire early. What should I be aware of in terms of Panamanian retirement status requirements?
Interesting, Natasha. I came here as a digital nomad. I was 47. So I wasn't retired yet, but I'm not sure what you mean. What do you think she means?
I think she just means basically the only requirement to get like a permanent visa as a retiree is a minimum $1,000 a month pension.
Pension, not an income coming in from your business. A pension. It has to be from an official government or pension company.
Mm-hmm. Solid company. That they can promise that it will be lifetime.
Okay, Zuma, I'm 60, not retired yet. I don't qualify for Friendly Nations visa. Is the digital nomad visa my best option? Honestly, Zuma, Zoma. Sorry, guys, but the screens. I'm sitting way back today, and it's
confused with the L's today.
I know the L's are looking like eyes. The digital nomad visa, for you, if you're planning to take a pension at 62, like a Social Security or something, then the digital nomad could be an option for you to stay here. Other than that, it's a crappy visa. If you're looking at a bridge between the time you want to stay here rather than trying to sneak out every 180 days for a few weeks, the digital nomad, as long as you got the income coming in at $36,000 a year for the last couple of years, and you can prove that, it's a good option to stay here legally until you get your pension. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Sharon, what do snowbirds do with their Panamanian vehicles when they leave Panama?
Great question, Sharon. We got to start a club with that.
I know, we should start a business, but yeah, typically they just ask a friend or a neighbor or somebody.
Open the door once a month.
Gardener, whoever is taking care of the place to take care of the car as well. Mm-hmm. Kim says, if I'm already in Panama, can we join a tour from local?
You could.
We've had a lot of
happen
people
to have a tour of running at the same time. Yes.
We've had people like they just moved here and they're like, oh my gosh, I need help. And they jump on a tour.
We've had people that have been here months and have joined our tour because they haven't seen the rest of the country and they decided after the tour to move.
Albert, can you get high-speed fiber internet connection in Boquete?
We are running, Albert, on two. I have one from Tigo, one from Max Mobile, both for 500 megs. So I have them run through a dual WAN router. So I have 1 gigabyte. I pay $33 for one and $35 for the other. So yes, and better than North America, by the way.
This is kind of hard to answer, but we'll try. Amy and her partner are coming in October on a 6-month tourist visa to explore. How much cash should we bring?
Depending on how much you spend. Like really,
What's
that's
your
not
rent?
something. You can take money out of
biggest
ATMs, $250 at a time, depending on whether you paid up front for your accommodations with credit cards or stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wes, does that $200,000 CD also make perm residents faster?
Well, not faster, Rest, but as part of the Friendly Nations visa, it's one of the options. You'll get temporary residence within a few weeks of starting the program. And then within 2 years, you get your permanent residency.
Well, this is a big one. Lalita, what are health insurance options and visa options?
Okay, 2 huge questions. Lalita, retire, youtube.com @retire in Panama. Look at last week's video for the healthcare options.
Yeah.
And you can just scroll back through the Q&As also, because each of those topics is an entire Q&A, and we do them like 4 times a year, healthcare and visa options. So we can't really get into it tonight with 5 minutes left, but youtube.com # or hashtag retire in Panama. Is that how it works?
No, it's at.
Oh, at retire in Panama. Yeah.
Yeah, it's youtube.com /@retire in Panama. Yeah, that health call last week will be super helpful for you. And typically every week we go over visa options. The most popular are Pensionado and Friendly Nations. Those are definitely the top ones.
Okay. Your question's important to us. I'm just putting the YouTube channel into the chat. So you can click on it. Yeah, the healthcare is very important. So
JD, what is the best area in Boquete where you can road or gravel bike or mountain bike? Are there any fitness gyms in the area? Yeah, lots of gym options, plenty. And for mountain biking, road biking, really anywhere, just be careful with traffic.
Yeah.
There are some trails for mountain bikes, but not marked. You would kind of just need to connect with the biker community here.
Yeah, join the club.
Yeah, and then find out.
Join Oscar on a Sunday morning. He goes out early.
Yeah.
I go out once in a while too. I got a bike. But if you go out early, the mountain roads, most of them are paved, partially gravel in some areas. But they are safe at that time in the morning because there's not much traffic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Erica, are there natural health doctors to promote herbal remedies? Yes, absolutely. We have some great functional medicine doctors and a variety of alternative medicine practitioners in Panama.
Well, you had skipped down to there. Okay. How should I book my tour for fall 2026? To assess housing. Our 2026 dates are all up on the website. Click on one of the many links we have in there and click on tours and you will find them.
Yep.
We're trying to get to the last few questions in the last few minutes, folks. You guys had a lot of great questions tonight.
Was that the last one?
Keeping us busy.
You did rapid fire.
If you get your permanent residency, how long do you have to stay? Great question. It's not, Mike, it's not how long you have to stay in the country, is you cannot be absent from the company for more than 2 consecutive years. So that, it's funny how Spanish works and English works. The translation of that never works, but what it actually means is you must enter Panama once every 2 years for no specific period of time.
Yes.
It's
Exactly.
like you can't be absent from Panama for more than 2 years, so that means you can't.
That's why it's such a great plan B, because you don't actually have to live here permanently to have permanent
You can
residency.
come for a vacation once every 2 years.
Exactly.
Spend a week on the beaches.
That's all it takes to maintain.
Ooh, again, guys, I want to stress to you guys that, if you're looking for more information, go to our website, click on the Q&As section, and click on the add to calendar so you can be reminded, because we got some great ones coming up. General next week, then we got Canadian, then we got pet relocation, and then we got another general, and then we're going to do some more cool stuff in the coming months.
Awesome. Thank you guys for your questions.
All righty.
I think we hit a lot of it tonight. And we hope to see some of you guys soon. Grab those last spots for the next coming months.
All right, guys. We will talk to you all next week. Thank you for coming tonight.
Good night.